Today we shall discuss another topic of career management course, and that is late career stage. In this lecture I am going to discuss the following topics: late career age range, what is late career, needs for late career people, late career developmental issues, preparation for retirement, late career options, organizational actions during late career, dealing with older employees, and guidelines for termination meetings with employees late and employees with uh, late career and job satisfaction, career satisfaction, absenteeism, and turnover. The first topic is age range for late career. Here we see there are 5 stages of career, such as exploration stage, establishment stage, mid-career stage, late career stage, and decline stage. 20 age limit 25 years is perceived as stage 1, that is exploration stage. 25 to 35 range of ages is called as establishment stage. 35 to 50 years of age is known as mid-career stage. 50 to 60 years age is known as late career stage, and after 60 years age it is the 5th stage of the career, and it is called decline stage. Dear students, now we shall discuss what is late career stage of the employees. Late career stage comes after mid-career stage, when the employee goes to the top of the success ladder. At the age of 70-60 years, late career stage starts. At this stage, employees are respected and or they gain the respect from the younger colleagues, and at this stage there is no chance of learning, rather than these experienced people can disseminate their experience, disseminate their knowledge to the younger colleagues. Therefore, giving directions and instructions is important to the late career employees, and at this stage, to survive in the late career stage of the individual careers, he or she must remain productive. That means he or she will have to learn the new things, learn the new technologies, and must adapt the new environments or the changed environment of the organization, so that they can remain productive and they can continue at this late career stage with relax and happiness. Dear students, now we shall discuss needs for late career stage people. What are the needs? Now we shall see different types of needs of late career stage people. The needs for late career people are 2 types, such as tasks needs and social and emotional needs. Task needs are remain productive, plan for retirement, shift role from power to guidance, identify successors, and develop outside interests. And in social and emotional needs, reinvention, work, and develop outside identity. Dear students, now we shall discuss late career developmental issues. Usually, at the people who are at the late career, they are unable to adjust with the young generation. Therefore, their roles converts from orders or power to guidance role. At this stage, these employees should recognize and understand the changed new generation and the changed technologies and understanding. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for them to adjust and work with the new generation. For if the organization wants to get the best services from the late career people, then the HR department must develop the effective strategy to get the service from these people and to make them work with the younger generation. At the late career stage, there are three developmental issues such as preparation for leadership role by a few who aspire for it, to remain productive, and to prepare for effective retirement. Now we shall see the details of these three developmental issues. Preparation for leadership role by a few employees who aspire for it. There are some employees who would like to continue their leadership in the organization can continue if the organization finds it worthy. Remaining productive, remaining important for late career employees to avert threat of obsolescence. Effects of plateauing in mid-career likely to compound in the late career may be aggravated by biases against older workers. And the third issue is to prepare for effective retirement. Retirement has been defined as an exit from organizational position or career path of considerable duration taken by individuals after middle age and taken with the intention of reduced psychological commitment to work thereafter. It constitutes a vital and major career transformation. As the preparation for retirement is very important at this stage of the people, therefore at this stage they need to prepare themselves for the effective retirement. Effective retirement involves deciding when to retire and planning for a satisfying, fulfilling life on retirement may be governed by application of obligatory government rules and laws that define a certain age or other conditions for retirement, attitude towards retirement, likely to be rooted in one's attitude towards work, which may not be easy to give up. Personal preferences towards and against retirement likely to vary from person to person, depending on their age, health, work, and personal factors. So, retirement is a major career transition for most people because it can signify an end to 40, 50, or even 60 years of continual employment. Students, now we shall discuss the late career options. There are, in fact, three options at the late career stage of the people, such as early retirement, phased retirement, and bridge employment. Now we shall see the details of these three options. Early retirement. For financial planning purposes, early retirement age is defined as any age prior to 65 years retirement. Phased retirement is a human resources tool that allows full-time employees to work part-time schedules while beginning to draw retirement benefits. And bridge employment. A bridge job is a temporary position that you might take at the end of a full-time career or in transition to a different one. The term most often applies to people who leave career employment but take on a part-time role before full retirement. Dear students, now we shall discuss organizational actions during late career stage of the employees. The organizational actions are development of clear standards of performance and communicate it to late career people, creating ongoing learning opportunities, development and encouragement of non-discrimination policies, development of retirement planning programs, and establishment of flexible work patterns. Dear students, now we shall discuss how to deal with the older employees. Companies can take the following actions to deal with older employees, such as provide flexibility in scheduling, which allows older employees to take care of sick spouses, go back to school, travel, etc. Ensure that older employees receive the training they need to avoid obsolescence and to be prepared to use new technology. Provide resources and referral help that addresses long-term health care and elder care. Provide assessment and counseling which are necessary to help older employees recycle to new jobs or careers. Consider moving valuable older employees who are suffering skill deterioration to other jobs. Ensure that employees do not hold inappropriate stereotypes about older employees. Pre-retirement socialization, helping employees prepare to exit from work. It addresses the following topics such as psychological aspects of retirement, housing, transportation, living costs, and proximity to medical care, health during retirement, financial and estate planning, healthcare plans, the collection of benefits from company pension plans and social security, and early retirement programs offer employees financial benefits to leave the company. To avoid costly litigation, companies need to ensure that the program is part of the employee benefit plan. The company can justify age-related distinctions for eligibility for early retirement, and employees are allowed to voluntarily choose early retirement. Dear students, now we shall see some guidelines for termination meeting with the employees. The guidelines are planning, alert outplacement form that termination will occur if appropriate, prepare severance and benefit packages, prepare public statement regarding terminations, prepare statement for employees affected by terminations, have telephone numbers available for medical or security emergencies, consider security issues, software, documents, then facility access, badges, etc. Timing. Termination should not occur on Friday afternoon, very late on any day, or before a holiday. Terminate employees early in the week so employees can receive counseling and outplacement assistance. Place. The termination meeting usually occurs in the employee's office. A human resource representative may need to be present to explain the severance and outplacement package. And in sensitive cases in which severe emotional reaction is expected, a third party is needed. Length. The meeting should be short and to the point. The termination should occur within the first 2 minutes. The remainder of the time should be spent explaining separation benefits and allowing the employee to express feelings. Approach. Provide a straightforward explanation stating the reasons for termination. A statement should be made that the decision to terminate was made by management and is irreversible, and do not discuss your feelings, needs or problems. And benefits, a written statement of salaries continuation, benefits continuation, outplacement support, for example, office arrangements, counseling and other terms and conditions should be provided and discussed with the employees. Late career and job satisfaction. Usually, people who are at the late career stage, they have positive attitude toward the job and toward their achievements and their performance, what they did in their mid-career level and the other career levels. At the same time, these late career people expects more realistic behavior from the job and from the organization they worked for long time. Late career and career satisfaction. Late career people usually are happier in their career because of their achievements in their lives. However, sometimes the late career people are in a position of cognitive dissonance. So cognitive dissonance may play an important role for this happier position of the late career people in their career satisfaction. Late career and absenteeism and turnover. Late career people are relatively less absent at work. They don't remain absent in work compared to the young people or young colleagues, because they understand the importance of the job, importance of the work, as they have previous vast experience at work. And also late career people have relatively less job turnover. They don't like to resign, or they don't like to leave the job without significant reason. Dear students, we are at the last stage of today's lecture. Today we discussed late career stage of the employees. Under this topic we discussed the age range of late career people. We discussed what is late career. We discussed late career developmental issues, then late career options, then organizational actions during late career, dealing with older employees, and guidelines for the termination meetings with the late career people. Dear students, I hope that this lecture and discussions will be useful for you to understand the different issues related to late career stage of the employees of organization. Thank you.